All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome my friend Hannah, who's a doctor, but I'm not used to calling her doctor.
No.
What do people usually call you? Dr.
Just
Hannah?
Hannah. Yeah, just
Okay.
Hannah. I mean, we call each other pickleball friends, so.
I mean, Hannah is, I only know her as a friend. And I recently found out I said, what do you do? And she goes, I'm a doctor. Now, the reason I didn't know that is because we play pickleball,
Yep.
Cass, and she smashes the pickleball at my face a lot. So she does. She's a very aggressive serve, but she's very demure. She'll come in very gentle, good energy, and then smash, 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 and then go, have a great day. And then we just see her next week. So I was very happy to really diversify the type of people we've been talking to. We've been talking to people a little bit more in the technical space, and so you're in the medical space.
Right.
And we're going to ask you some questions and look forward to getting your answers.
Okay, we'll see.
Cass, did I miss anything, Cass?
I don't think so. Dr. Hannah, what kind of medicine do you practice?
Oh yeah, I should have asked that, huh?
Yeah, I'm a kidney doctor, nephrologist. Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking when he said she was smashing the ball, I'm like, oh, maybe she's a plastic surgeon and this is like a great place.
I wish.
think there was.
I wish.
There was a conversation. We played pickleball once. Was like, oh, don't, if I get hurt, and she's like, well, if your kidneys get hurt, I can help you, but the rest of it, you probably should call 911.
Correct. I agree.
That's not as comforting as I. Okay. So I'm going
And
to call
Dr.
you
Hannah, do you have a practice, or do you have like your own practice, or are you
I'm
part of a hospital group?
Yeah. So I'm part of the second biggest nephrology group in the Valley. There's only like about 3 bigger groups, and there's like smaller ones. So I'm from NKDHC actually. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, and how do you say it? Is it nephrology?
Nephrology.
All right, we're ready, Matt.
Well, I feel like you're overtaking this right now, Cass, because Hannah's my friend, right? And I'm coming in with, she's really good at pickleball energy, and you're like, what type of medicine do you study? Which is a better question, to be fair. But I'm like, how do you get your serve to curve? So I guess you are asking smarter questions, but I'll ask a really smart question, or a fairly smart question. So what would you say you've been a doctor and you're doing your thing? What would you say a mantra or a phrase you live by as a leader?
It's weird when you're a doctor. I'm not like the traditional leaders you probably talk to, right? Because they're part of an organization, they have a title, right? That's the usual. I don't think we have title. I think doctors lead by other ways, not the traditional type, basically. So my mantra in the office is, it's better we do it right the first time, so we don't have to redo it over and over again. That's really just the basic, in my office at least, yeah.
I'm gonna follow up with what I asked before Cass asks her question. And throughout this interview, I feel like you are a leader, whether you're leading a business or not. There's no question that you went through a ton of schooling to become a doctor.
Right.
That when you are treating a patient and you're in the room with that patient, if you tell a patient this is what they need to do, unless they go to another doctor, there's no higher authority. So in my opinion, in that perspective, you are a leader. And I think that getting that perspective of the leading medical authority in the room is very healthy for our interview and our podcast.
Agreed. Yeah.
Cass, your witness.
Okay, so it takes a long time to be a doctor. I mean, you have 4 years plus then 2 more years, then plus 4 more years, and then you have an internship, and then you have a specialization. So after 400 years of school, what in all of that, like becoming a doctor, what was a defining moment in your journey?
I think when the first time you make decisions without supervision and it kind of works out, like you help somebody, that it's an amazing thing. Because then all those training that you didn't understand, it's like it culminated, right? Like, because every time we train, like you said, it's gajillion of years of training, but there's always somebody behind you, right? Telling you, oh, well, you should have done this better. This is how you should have done it. But the first time I think that you make a decision on how to proceed with a treatment or how to help a patient, and it works out exactly how you were trained, then it's amazing, because then you realize you're a real doctor, which takes a long time.
I love that. And so essentially there's ingredients you're putting in. You're putting in all the practice, all
Correct.
the education.
Yes.
You're looking at their situation.
Correct.
You're giving them a diagnosis and a plan of action
Correct.
or treatment plan. And then they get better. And you're like,
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. And then you're like, oh my God, I am a doctor, but it takes a while. It takes a long time. I don't know. Everyone's different. But for me, it took a long time to get to that point. Like to say, wow, yeah.
Is it a confidence thing or like a results thing?
I think I'll tell you the truth. Years of training is not enough without experience. There is an element of experience where I'm sure in any field, wherein there's knowledge for everyone. We all go to the college, whatever we do, education, training, whatever we do, right? But there's an element. It's the experience that actually gives you more confidence because then you know how to handle things that in before you learn in theory, but now you actually can do it. That's yeah.
What I think is weird, Cass, and sad and weird, I put sad in the middle, is this. Hannah going through a billion years of school, and she's like, it was only then I felt like I was a real doctor. I was like, I would have felt like a doctor after the 8th year of my eyeballs being strained trying to study. But she's like, no, it had to go all the way down the road to this one moment. So I think that's kind of interesting, but also sad. Okay. So what would you say is something that makes your and I know it's not necessarily your company, but your practice and the way you and your group treat patients, what would you say that makes it special?
I think the way they made it special is I think they regionalize us. Like for example, I'm in the Henderson area, right? My office is in Henderson. I go to only one hospital in Henderson. I think by doing these small little areas, you kind of belong to the community where you treat people in. I like that part of it because then you're not like practicing over on the east side and then those patients are on the east side. I'm just saying like the pods make it feel like you're part of the community, right? So it's a big group, but it's like you're a community physician too. I like that part of it. I think it's just you're part of the community. You're like a community physician, which is good. Yeah.
Great.
I think that makes people feel more at home too, especially in medicine. Depending on who you treat, there's this level of skepticism these days. And when you have a community or a regional pod like that, it helps people like see the same faces and build up a level of trust and care, like feel cared for. So I think that's important.
Correct. I agree. I actually like that. I like the people I see in the hospital are the ones I see in my office, Then I get to know the primary care doctors who they go to, right? Because it's all in the community. It's nice because I think those are the patients that get the best care because there's more communication amongst people because we kind of all know each other in the pod. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I think communication is key to patient care too, and it's not just you communicating to them, but it's them communicating to their primary care communicating back to you and kind of everything. So, when you think about patients and also your practice, how do you push people for growth? Like, how do you push for growth in the practice without losing? I mean, obviously, for a medical practice to grow, you need more patients. And also, you're trying to heal people and have less patients. So, how does it kind of come full circle? And how do you keep the practice growing?
Yeah, it's hard because, by the rules that we have to follow, right? To keep the practice going, you do need, to see a number of patients. I think I'm lucky with the group I joined in because we do have some flexibility, right? Like today, I'm not supposed to have a clinic because I know I had this meeting with you guys, but I had 2 patients that were quite sick from the hospital that I had to see. So I have the flexibility to open 2 spots for them to see them, I don't think you get that in all practices. I think most practices you have to see, right? But with us, it's a little bit more flexible. Like it's kind of up to you how many you have to see. There are certain expectations, but there's also flexibility, which I think is good for the patient. So I like that part of it. Yeah.
Cass, she was supposed to deliver a baby today. She said no. She did our interview instead.
Deliver the kidney. I could have delivered.
Oh yeah, that's true. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my question. I'm going to ask a two-part question. When you look at the perspective from a medical perspective, what are the medical colleagues that are a medical professional, I'm going to say other doctors, massively underestimating right now? And contrary, what are people that, let's say, are going to you for care, what are they underestimating? So I want to hear what both sides are underestimating right now.
You think, so the question is, what colleagues are underestimated, you think?
From a colleague level,
Mm-hmm.
what do you see colleagues that are doctors or high level care, what do they underestimate? And then they later go, oh yeah, I shouldn't have underestimated that. Is there something?
Like underestimate in the in the medical, like in the healthcare field?
In their, I'm framing it in their care for others. So they go, hey,
Oh,
I
what
think
do
it's, yeah.
I think what we underestimate always is history taking. That's basically it, right? Because I'm sure I don't know if, I hope you guys have never gone to the ER, but I think sometimes in the rush, right? They're just like, you're telling them something and they're like, yeah, I know what's going on, stuff like that. So I think we always underestimate the power of a good history. It means
Got it.
like talking to the patient, understanding why they exactly came there. Because sometimes we jump, like when you're in a rush, you kind of like get tunnel vision and they tell you one symptom and then you go off from that, right? But what we always underestimate is the whole story. Actually, it's better for us to help in diagnosing. Basically, that's it. Yeah.
And then from a patient perspective, right? I'm going to use an easy one, COVID, right? In the beginning, when COVID was hitting, I was like, it's COVID. and then my friends were like, no, it's bad. And I was like, and then I was like, oh, and then months of wow, right?
Yes.
So I underestimated, but now that's passed, what do people are underestimating right now, whatever it is?
I think right now we are underestimating the value of vaccines, right? We don't realize how much it's helped us, like through humanity, really, right? For patients, we underestimate simple things like healthy eating, exercise, just simple things. Really, I think those are the things I remind my patients for. Like, yeah, we can control your blood pressure with medications, but the truth is, a lot of times, if you control your diet, you work out, you do the right things. Very easy to recommend, very hard to do. Those actually mean a lot to your health more than anything else.
Everything you're saying screams pickleball to me, which is great.
Correct. Agree.
And then one last thing, when you look at your colleagues, right? Let's say we got all your colleagues together in a room, and I'm talking about people that do other doctors, similar level, and you were to say, hey, here's what you guys need to stop doing immediately if you want to succeed in the next 10 years, what would you tell them?
I would say you should stop overestimating what you can do in the short time that you have, right? Because I think that leads to burnout. I think burnout is a real thing in healthcare. It's a very big thing.
I couldn't agree more. In fact, one of the things that we see, and I'm putting this out there in the YouTube first, and it's going to be dangerous, but I'm saying it anyway. What we see is weaponized administrative burden. And in order for healthcare providers to get, or for the practice to get paid, they have to do A and then B and then C and then D. And really the patient probably needed E anyway.
Correct.
It's everybody's, and the patients have to go back and go back and go back to their plans, and you guys have to go back to their plans and then fit inside this little box that the plan puts out for you. So I think you're right. That's an easy thing to kind of be weighed down by. Now, let's put that aside for a second. ITS can help with that. Intelligent Technical Solutions, Matt and I, we know how to help reduce administrative burden. Matt, you can use that as a little short clip somewhere.
Okay. Commercial.
But otherwise, cut it from the interview.